Hey everyone, in this video we are going to solve letter combination of a phone number. In this we are given a digits of string and we have to output the number of combination that we can make with the help of keyboard. And this is one of the most important beginner friendly backtracking problems because it teaches the exact pattern that we will later use in problems like subsets, combination sum, permutation and many more. So don't just memorize the solution, try to understand the intuition behind it. We are given a string containing digits from 2 to 9 and each digit mapped to some letters just like an old mobile phone keypad. For example, 2 maps to ABC, 3 maps to DEF, 4 maps to GHI and so on. Now, if the input is 2, 3, then 2 gives us A, B, C and 3 gives us 3, D, E, F. And we need to generate every possible combination. So the answer will be A, D, A, E, A, F, B, D and so on. We can return the vector of string in any order. Now let's understand the intuition on the board. Let's take an example 2, 3. 2 gives us 3 choices A, B, C. And 3 also gives 3 choices which is D, E, F. Now let's pick A. Once we choose A, we still have one more digit left. The second digit is 3. So we pick another letter which is D and we pick in the same way other letter like A, E, A, F and then we choose for the B. So it will be B, D, B, E and B, F. And same for the C, C, D, C, E and C, F. Let's draw the recursion tree. So first we have to take the empty string. Then we take A. From that there will be 3 choices. AD, AE and the AF. And then we move to the B. For B there will be 3 choices. And the same for the C. So this will be our basic recursion tree. And every path from root to leaf becomes one valid answer. Now notice what's happening. At every digit we choose one character. Move to the next character. Move to the next digit. Choose another character. Move to the next digit. And once all digits are processed, we save the combination. Then we come back and try another choice. Then we choose and explore. Then we undo. This is the classic backtracking pattern. Now let's implement it. First we take a global variable of vector of int type answer variable name. And this vector will store all valid combination. Now let's create our recursive function of type void. So I am first writing the code, then I will tell you what are the things that we have taken. So let's understand this parameter. Index tells us which digit we are currently processing. Current stores the combination built so far. Digits is the original input string and MP contains the phone keypad mapping. First we will create the mapping. Now we continue with our helper code. So first thing inside recursion is the base case. So the base case will be when index equal to digits length. And in this we have to push our current in the answer vector. And then we return. What does this mean? if index become equal to the length of digits, it means we are already processed every digit. At that point, current contains one complete combination, so we simply push it into the answer vector. For example, if the current becomes AD, AE, AF or so on, that means the length of AD is 2 and digits length is also 2. So we compare both the length and we save it and return. Now let's find all characters corresponding to the current digit. So we take the string of letters and we store the digits of index. Suppose our current digit is 2, then the letters are ABC, and if the current digit is 7, then the letter will be PQRS. Now we iterate through all available choices for char ch letters. For every character we perform 3 steps, that is choose, explore, then undo. Now let's write them one by one. So in choose we write current dot pushback character. Suppose current is A and CH is D. Now current becomes AD and we have chosen one character. In the second step, we have to recursively call the function. So for that we have written the solve recursive call and we pass the parameters. That will be index plus 1, current, digits and our unordered map. We have already processed the current digit. Now we move to the next digit. That's why we call recursion with index plus 1. In the next step we have to undo. So we write current dot pop back, and this is the most important line because this is the main part of backtracking. Suppose current is AD and we have already explored everything starting from AD. Now we want to try AE. So first we have to remove D. That means current becomes A. Now we can append E. Without this line, the previous choice would remain in the string and the answer would become incorrect. So this is our classic approach of backtracking, which is choose, explore, then undo. And that's the entire recursive logic. So let's complete the driver function. There can be case when string digit is empty, but as the constraint says that digit length will be greater than 1, so we don't have to handle it. We have already created the keypad mapping. Let's create an empty string so that we can pass it in our recursion function and start the recursion. We have to start from the 0, pass the current, digits and the unordered map, and finally we have to return answer. And that's the complete solution. Let's run this code. We are storing the string, so we have to do the string, vector of string. Submit it. Now let's talk about time complexity. Suppose the input string is n. In the worst case, every digit is either 7 or 9. That means for every digit we have 4 choices. So total combination becomes 4 into 4 into 4 into 4 and so on till the n times, which is 4 to the power n. Now every generated combination has length n, and storing a string of length n takes big O of n time. Therefore, the total time complexity will be big O of n into 4 to the power n. And a lot of people say big O of 4 to the power n. That's close, but technically we are also copying strings of length n into the answer vector. So big O of n into 4 to the power n is the more complete answer. And the space complexity will be big O n for the recursion stack space. Before finishing the video, here are some common interview questions. Why is this backtracking and not just recursion? Because after exploring one choice, we have to remove it and try another choice. That choose, explore, undo pattern is backtracking. Second question, why use current.popback? And you already know the answer if you have watched the video. Because we have to undo the previous choice before trying the next one. Without it, the generated combination would be incorrect. It will be AF and then it will be like AFB. Can we use a vector instead of unordered map? And the answer is yes. Since digits are only 2, 3 and so on to the 9, direct indexing is possible and slightly more efficient. We can do something like this of type string, and we store values like we directly store them. So it will be something like this. Then here we have to also change. It will be vector of a string, and we are taking MP here, so we have to do, and here we have to do -2, since as the 1 and 0 index are empty, and in the we have to comment it. Let's run the code, and as you can see it's the same. We have only changed this, but since the indexing will be better after taking the vector, and it is slightly more efficient. Now moving to another question. Why is not the complexity just big O of 4 to the power n? Because each generated combination has letter n and must be stored. Therefore, the total work becomes big O power n into 4 to the power n. And last question is, what happens if the input string is empty? As I have told before, that in this problem the constraints are greater than 1. So we don't have to worry about this case. But still, if we have such case, then in that we take we check if digits empty, then we simply return empty vector, and the code answer will be same. And that's it for this problem. The biggest takeaway from this question is not the FAANG keypad itself. The real takeaway is the backtracking pattern, which is choose, explore and undo. And that's it. Thanks for watching the video. See you in the next one.